We're going to volunteer to go back to slavery.
Wow.
We're going to volunteer. Man, we just need a job.
You making me feel like I got so much more work and I'm about to cry everything, get to work. This is beautiful. I'm like so upset now. I'm so upset. Economists are saying that the Black community is going to have a negative net worth by 2053. What is your opinion on us having a negative net worth, and what is the cause of it?
The cause of it is consumerism.
That's what I wanted to hear.
Lack of economic development amongst our subcultures, right? The other Black leaders, black businesses, Black politicians. 3, lack of education. Most of our kids can't read, so they know this. There's not a lot of Black real estate moguls. There's no more Black record labels. There ain't no more Motowns, Bad Boys, No Limit Records, Suave House. There ain't no more Black nothing. We don't have a system to manufacture anything. We don't have an import-export trade.
Which we could.
We don't have a bartering system amongst our communities. We don't produce anything. We haven't created nothing solely for Black people. We don't manufacture tennis shoes, but we buy more tennis shoes than anybody. I took a quantitative stats class in college to see how they predict shit, and they're pretty accurate. That bell curve and the normal bell, all that, they pretty accurate. We're gonna volunteer to go back to slavery.
Wow.
We're gonna volunteer. Man, we just need a job. Yeah, we're gonna volunteer.
You making me feel like I got so much more work and I'm about to cry everything, get to work. This is beautiful. I'm like so upset now. I'm so upset.
Well, you got me looking at this shit. You got me. You asking some questions that really, you asking some shit.
I know the truth, but I wanted to hear you say this shit. Like, I literally wanted to hear you say it because I've been saying it. But for the people to hear you say this, it's really troubling to me.
Man, and the reason why I'm saying this, man, think about this. Man, we sat back during the pandemic. Man, we watched all the niggas with money go spend millions with Johnny Dane. At the start of the pandemic, man, we watched them niggas run to everybody, man.
Yep.
And so the reason we won't have no economic wealth because we putting all our wealth in cash. And cash is becoming obsolete in America. They got these cards. Cash, if we put all our wealth in cash, I wouldn't give a fuck what we got in the bank. We go withdraw it and turn this shit into cash. How we go hold on to that shit for 20 years? Just go mold, we go spin it because we can touch it. Our children don't even have the concept of assets. They think cash rule the world. So if our children think this, the adults believe this, they can't read, man, that's why they robbing each other in California when people sitting out having just dinner.
Yep.
That's why they hitting these trains and snatching the Michael Jordan tennis shoes out the back. That's why they ain't robbing banks. That's why they not doing Wall Street scams. We go be dumber than a nigga slave, and they couldn't read and write, but they had land, properties. They built Black Wall Street, Rosewood, Slocum, Them people was dumb and a motherfucker, ignorant motherfucker, couldn't read and write. But look what they built right after slavery. So right after slavery, man, them people were almost leveled the playing field in economic development and
it was stolen again or burnt down from the freedmen's banks, and we keep starting over. And now I don't think we don't have the capacity.
Don't you know they'll let us build another Black Wall Street without burning it down?
Because they know it's not going to get far. Because they know it's not going to get far.
Don't you know that whatever white folks y'all think is after us, they will let us build another Black Wall Street, y'all. They will let us patrol. They'll let us come up with our own police force. They'll let us annex some shit. They want us out of their neighborhoods. They want us out of their schools at this point in history. They tired of us getting a government assistance because they would much rather take what they giving us in government entitlement program and fund their military to keep North Korea off their ass, to keep China off their ass. They got bigger things to worry about than the consumer, nigga. North Korea now is shooting missiles that's down there making it to Canada and California. The Russians is meddling in their election. China is picking Russia over the world. But no, man, these people got bigger things and problems. And their country have been invaded. It's 99 motherfucking tongues in America. And ain't nobody listening to the white man but the black boy. Everybody else bucking him, building their own communities, establishing their own cultures, flying their own nation's flag right here in America. And we still talking about slavery. Something we didn't even have nothing to do with. Don't know what it was like. But we talking about we affected by something we didn't go through. If we was affected by slavery, there's no way we would kill each other today. There's no way our brains could even be wired. There's no way. In the 1910s, the 1920s, the 30s, the 40s, there was no such thing as a black person doing this to black people. How did we get free? How did we get the resources? How did the prayers of the slaves be answered only for us to take on genocide? What button are they pushing for us to do this? What motherfucking button they got on us? Yeah. That they didn't have on them, and they was under way more control, under worse conditions.
Psychological. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. God.
So them people wasn't interested in reading English. They knew astrology. They knew blueprints. Them people knew how to build. They knew math without knowing math.
Was carpenters and didn't even, and we have none now. I was saying this the other day on my live stream. Y'all are sitting there trying to be rappers, basketball players. Y'all need to get a grip. We don't have no landscapers. We have no plumbers. I said we're forced to pay these Spanish people cash money because we have no other alternatives. And they really don't even want us to even work with them for real. And so it was, oh God.
We used to have men that was just a jack of all trades.
Thank you. The handyman, like you see the handyman, Mr. Handyman. They just told his name, Mr. Handyman. You know, everybody had Mr. Handyman.
Yeah, and so we don't understand the power of economics. And the only way we can grasp the understanding, we have to teach it to our children. At this point, talking the power of economics to grown black folks, y'all gonna start arguing about football. Yeah. Y'all gonna start having debates about the president, and y'all will never talk about building. And then turn that talk into action. So you have to go teach children, get a bunch of children and have a think tank and take what you get from that think tank and go create something for them children and show them children how their ideas can make money, especially in today's time. So
yes.